Well, it is starting. All right, we got this 1027. Hope you guys are checking these out and kind of keeping them like, you know, each one like kind of separate to see kind of what the days are like with compared to last year's day, because I don't know, they seem like they're pretty similar, but maybe I'm wrong. I hope you guys have some comments because I'm really looking forward to hearing how, if you like it this way. I really kind of like it this way. It's kind of interesting to me, especially right now, you know. So anyway, so we've got the 1027-23. First, right off the bat at 8:15 in the morning, we've got a unconscious person at 700 block of Shoshone Street. Transfer from Latah County Sheriff's Office. Transfer from, patient having chest pain and passed out. A transfer from, hold on, is 700 Shoshone, let me see. 700 block of Shoshone Street. Well, I just looked at address, what's close to it. It looks like there might be a courthouse. Like the courthouse is right near there. So, so there was a transfer from the Latah County Sheriff's Office. So the courthouse, usually the sheriffs and the courthouse are like right next to each other. So having chest pain and passed out. Law, fire, and emergency medical services responded. Patient transported to Gritman. No report. Theft of the University Avenue, University of Idaho Memorial Gym. Reporting that his wallet was stolen from the gym. Officer contacted and report was taken. Civil calls. Pullman Road. VGH Computers. Request to speak with an officer about a civil matter. Interesting. No report. Fraud. 1700 block of East 3rd. RP's in the lobby reporting that her laptop and phone had been hacked. So we got a computer company up here. Don't want to talk about a civil matter. And then we've got, which could also be that, I mean, it could be that maybe they're fixing a computer and maybe they found something on it and they have to kind of report something depending on what it is. If it's like something to do with child or elderly or like, well, you might have to be a caregiver for that, but children you'd have to report, I would think. I mean, if they found something nefarious or something on there. Okay, so we got the reporting her laptop and phone had been hacked. Officer responded, but no report. What a dick. Sorry. Theft other 100 block of West A Street. Reporting theft from an outdoor storage closet area. 2 snowboards and a Delta chop saw was stolen. I don't like the sound of that. I just freaking had Saw, that movie Saw, which I never have seen. I've only seen the pictures like when it's advertised. That is it. I've never seen the movie. Don't ever want to see it, but that is what flashed through my head, man. Oh my god. Ugh. Officer responded and a report was taken. I sure hope so. Citizen arrest. North Mountain View Road. Okay, now here's what's gonna be. This is what's getting me right here. North Mountain View Road is where last year on the 13th they found the 2 people that were overdosed on 1450 North Mountain View Road. And that particular property is owned by David Trail. He's passed now, and so is his wife, so his children own it, and like their kids, whatever, however that passes down. But he also is, as well as his all of his kids, are graduates of University of Idaho, and the boys are all Sigma Chi. He's a Sigma Chi through and through for years, a lifer. In fact, he's the one that traveled around, because he plays music. Also, he's an insurance agent. Was an insurance agent. He traveled around, and that's how he made the money to purchase the Sigma Chi house that they're in right now. That is from Dave Trail. He's the one that donated that house to Sigma Chi. And Dave was shot. It was the last murder was in 2015 when 3 were murdered. This guy shot his mom, then he went to the insurance company and shot Dave 4 times in the face, and then again once he hit the floor, and then he left and he shot another guy that was sitting at the desk, but that guy survived. Then he went to his mom's favorite place to eat, and he shot the manager there because I guess they talked and they liked each other, so he shot her. and then he took off and they caught him. So he is in prison now. He's alive. He's somewhere incarcerated somewhere. But he was a tenant of Dave Trail because Dave Trail had properties. So this is something I've been seeing a lot lately, and that is the North Mountain View Road. And that is, like I said, that property right there there's a big, huge, massive chunk of that property, but surrounding that big chunk of his property is the Christchurch properties. So, just thought I'd explain that because that's true. Now, that is not speculation. That is a true. In fact, all of those things can be, I can show you all of that. I have to sign back up for my land glide, but I probably even have it somewhere. But anyway, all true. All receipts I can get for that one. Unless you can find about that 2015 thing in any paper. It's all over the place. And with him and his wife and all their kids and all that stuff. So, and Sigma Chi, all you have to do is go look at go on to the, Jake Ferris's, Film by Ferris, and he's got the tour of Sigma Chi, the house tour on there, and those guys stop and they actually point and talk about the founders, the guys that, that got the house for him. So it's all there. Okay, now we've got the citizen assist on the North Mountain View Road in East B Street. Person in a wheelchair, high centered on a driveway on Mountain View between B and 3rd. Last seen 3 minutes ago. Officer responded, no report. Okay, so keep in mind that fraternity where the Reed, the one that had the K-bar in his, in his belt, the one that they say that Kelley possibly had. This is all hearsay. This part's all hearsay. I don't know anything about that. I've just heard it through many people. And I've seen the picture of the K-bar in his front of his pants and stuff, and the picture of all the guys in that fraternity, and they're all in this one picture. But anyway, there's a guy in that picture in a wheelchair, in a electric wheelchair. So I'm wondering if possibly, I don't know. That's just a far fetched. It could be anybody, but I don't know. You never know. So there's that. Okay. Also, I spotted, with a little help from someone, thank you very much for that, spotted one of the guys that was down at the grub truck, who was keeping himself very well hidden. Very well, like sunglasses, like a ball cap underneath his coat with the cap, and never, he hid basically from the camera all the time. And if he was in the camera's view, he would hide. He didn't show his face. Well, you barely could see his face because it was just so covered. But anyway, he is also in that picture of that fraternity, the cowboy fraternity with Reed in it. So just so you know. All right, I'll be doing another thing on that shortly. A traffic violation on South Blaine Street, Eastside Marketplace. Reporting a cold traffic offense. Officer contacted, no report. Dang. I wonder if when it's summertime, do they call it a warm traffic offense? I don't know. Cold probably just means like they hit it like it was over and done and it's no longer in the midst of it or something. I guess. I don't know. Parking problem on Deacon Avenue. Oh, RP is with Smart Transit saying that there are 3 vehicles parked in the bus loading zone next to the Pittman Center. Officer responded, vehicles moved, no report. That is bad news because I'm sure that Smart Transit is probably for people with health care who can't necessarily take the bus, like say they have a wheelchair and they can't fit it on the bus or special needs type stuff. This Smart Transit actually comes to pick them up and gets them there. And when they pull, it's hard enough to get an appointment and get the times because they're always booked. So when there's this kind of crap, in their way, that's not a good thing. Not nice either. Traffic violation on Almon. Bus violation packet in MPD lobby. Bus violation packet in MPD lobby. Officer responded, report taken. Bus violation packet. Okay, so this is another thing that's been going on. There's been, maybe I haven't read them yet, but if I haven't, then you're going to know you'll be aware of them, that they're going to be coming up. But one guy reported that at the bus yard, there was one bus that had its hazard lights on, and he says he's never seen that before. And another one was another bus, someone stole a bus, or there's actually been 3 of them. So I don't know what that second one was. I didn't really look into it. I went through them really quick like. So that'll be coming up, in the next couple days on here. Or tonight. Ooh, it's already 11:26. Oh, that's right. Fall back. Oh, spring forward, fall back. Okay. All right. I was thinking that. Why is it only 11:26? Okay. Vagrancy, East 2nd Street on Siebes Law Office. People have been sleeping in the RP's parking lot. You just hear me whistle when I talk. I don't ever do that, but rarely, and it always cracks me up when I do that because I don't know. I've always said that I kind of think it's funny to do that, but then if I say that, then I'll probably end up doing it all the time. So I better knock on wood that I only do it every once in a while. Okay. So they've been sleeping in the parking lot there. Would like to speak to an officer about it. Officer attempted contact, no report. Ooh. Accident hit and run, South Main Street at A&W. Officer responded and a report was taken. A disorderly conduct at South Blaine Street, Lena Whitmore Elementary. Very upset parent in the office. Officers responded, no report. Elementary. I mean, I'm sure that's probably only goes up to what, like 5th grade or something, maybe 6th grade. No, because that would be middle school. Elementary probably only goes up to what, 4th grade, maybe 4th grade. Let me see, 4th, because I went to 5th. No, 5th grade, I think. Huh? Must be a little bratty 5th grader or something. It must be a gnarly student. I don't know. That's kind of what it seems like to me. Upset parent in the unless there was a teacher that messed, that brings me to another thing. I've got this guy. I saw this video that popped up on my feed the other day, and this guy he's talking as he's driving his car, and he's saying, I'm done with teaching. And it's a really good video. The guy's got so many subscribers. He's got a lot. And he's got a lot of videos, and it's the first time I've ever seen him. He just ended up popping up on my feed, so I watched it, and so I'm going to actually make a video of that, because it's important. It's very important to hear because of what's going on with the university, that there's nothing, the kids are taking over. The teachers can't do anything about it. You barely even look at a kid these days, and you get in trouble for it. So, yeah, something's got to be done somewhere along the line. Need to start growing more weeping willow trees so we can get some more switches off of those babies. We've got a lockout at Walmart. Accidentally locked his keys and baby in the car. Baby is okay at this time. Officer responded, no report. Well, I hope to God it was only when he, I hope it took the baby with him and then put the groceries or put the baby in there, then went to get the groceries. You know how that goes. I hope he didn't leave that baby in there the whole time. Parking problem, West Pullman Road, Walmart. Vehicle double parked, and I hope it was his baby. I didn't even think about that one. Hope those cops double checked on that. Yikes. Ooh. I'm having bad feelings right now. That's not good. Parking. I hope they're smart enough for that. Parking problem, West Pullman Road at Walmart. Vehicle double parked in handicap spots. They do have a handicap placard. Vehicle double parked. Oh, double parked in handicap spots. All right. Accident hit and run, 1000 block of Alturas Drive. Says she was at Petco when she noticed that her car had been hit. Report taken. Jeez. Just reckless drivers over there, man. Parking problem, 500 block of Taylor. RP's on the phone reporting that a vehicle has been parked outside of his duplex for the past day. No report. I'd be calling him too. That's when I wish I had superhero friends, because I wouldn't trust a cop shop to do anything about it. Not even. It could be a cop. Speculation only. Okay, accident hit and run, East F Street and North Mountain. There's North Mountain View Road again. Just watched a vehicle run up on the grass at the intersection and hit a metal pole, and then continue northbound on Mountain View. Happened about 8 minutes ago. Officer responded and a report was taken. Ding ding, there's another Mountain View there. Civil calls at Harold Avenue, Latah County Fairgrounds again, requesting a civil standby to get belongings. RP needs to be served papers as well. Officer responded, no report. So there was two of those yesterday. Theft, other. 100 block of East 4th Street. Complaint of theft of wallet. Wallet located, no report. And if it was, because there wasn't that it was on this one, or was it yesterday's? Anyway, there was not yesterday, but the last one I did, 26th. That's why I need to keep up on them so I can keep that straight. Theft, other. 900 block of North Jefferson. Pumpkins were stolen off the front porch. Officer contacted, no report. Oh, darn it. I love the smell of pumpkins when they're like, a real candle in there and they're cooking in there and their faces all glowing. Oh, they smell so good. Oh, that reminds me, I've got a pumpkin in the car. Darn. Did it freeze last couple days? No, it should be fine. It should be fine. North injury traffic accident. Now, non-injury, north. That's at Walmart. So 2-vehicle accident. The reporting party got the other party's information, but the other party has already left. Officer contacted, no report. Harassment in Moscow. Complaint of online harassment. Seems to be going around. Suspicious person circumstance on Deacon Avenue at St. Augustine Church. Reporting party states there is a suitcase leaned up against the church building. No report. Ooh. That's weird. That reminds me of a time traveler or something. Or a shapeshifter. Time traveler, more like it. Oh, couldn't get the suitcase through, huh? Diane, that portal wasn't big enough? Abnormal behavior. 1000 block of El Cajon Street. Now that street, I don't even like the name of that street. That street gives me heebie-jeebies. Requesting welfare check on reporting party's father who has dementia. Officer responded and a report was taken. Why isn't anybody with... it sounds to me like they're checking because maybe the father doesn't have, a care, person that cares for him or something. But why? With dementia, they should not be left alone. Trust me, I know. I took care of my grandma till she passed. Man, dementia is not a pretty thing. It's so sad. It's sad for both them and for the family. It is so sad. A suspicious person circumstance on 600 North Almon, reporting people outside talking while everyone else is asleep, and that a white sedan sped away just prior to calling. No report. Okay, so on the 13th last year, and on the 12th, I believe, there's lots of drug activity right around Almond Street. Also, there was some guns, some weapons type stuff, if I recall. I don't know about the white sedan, but ooh, what if it's in a white Elantra? Wouldn't that be odd? Alcohol offense. Oh, just like Val Evans said, she says there's going to be lots of alcohol issues, she says, coming up. She says especially on the 13th and after the 13th, that it's going to be lots of alcohol issues, lots of fights, and just a lot of mayhem. So, request of the case, no report. That's on West 6th Street and South Line. Parking problem on 900 block of South Adams. Caller advised of a vehicle blocking his driveway, unknown how long it had been there. Unable to get by it to get out of parking lot. Parked on street, no report. Dang. People. Don't block people's driveways, man. That's just not cool. That's just a common courtesy. That's just something That is, that's just known. It's just, how do you not know that? Is what I want to know. How do you not know you don't block people's driveways? People need some manners, man. These guys all need to have that sit down and have that, like a nanny or something, give them, or an English person, give them all manner lessons or something. Jeez. It's going to take them a while, though. They pass them. All right. Enough talk about me. Enough jabbering and talking crap. I'm going to get down to the 10:27:22, so hold on one second and I'll get it. Okay, we have got, right off the bat, we got North Mountain View Road, people. So this is last year on the 27th of October. Traffic hazard, East F Street and North Mountain View Road. Vehicle parked in the area in the middle of the road with its flashers on. Officers responded. Gone on arrival, no report. And then we've got a South Mountain View Road for harassment. Complaint of harassment by ex-girlfriend's mom. Whoa. Officer advised, report taken. Well, here's the thing. If he was a jerk, then he probably deserves it. I mean, if he's still messing with the girlfriend or something like that, if he's, possibly harassing her, why would the ex-girlfriend's mom do that? Unless there was something weird. I don't know. Seems weird. Okay, more harassment right there on Taylor Avenue. Reporting party states an ex from PA, from Pennsylvania, has been stalking, harassing him online and is now coming to Moscow. Holy moly. I remember this from last year because that's, oh my gosh. Because I remember reading it and then of course Kohberger was arrested. Dang, that's right. There's also another one coming from Arizona that has something, or Texas or Arizona. That's going to be doing some kind of like the same thing right here. But they're asking, what were they asking for? Like about guns or something? Because they just moved there from Texas or Arizona. Wanted to know what the laws were or something like that. Oh my gosh, this is all really coming back to me right now. Wow. I can't believe it's been a year, you guys. I cannot freaking believe it has been a year. I'm just blown away, actually, to tell you the truth. So, alright. So this is right there on Taylor. So, RP states an ex from Pennsylvania has been stalking, harassing him online, and is now coming to Moscow. This is the 27th of last year. Officer responded and a report was taken. We need to get that report. See if there's a name on it. Oh, yeah. Alright. We've got a South Jackson Street, a traffic violation. Reporting party says there's an older model dark green pickup, no plate, driving erratically, unable to locate, no report. Alright, let's keep an eye on these vehicles. Domestic dispute, South Main Street at Sunset Mart. Right there where, allegedly the car drove right by. RP's wife is not letting him leave. Wife has RP's keys. Officer responded, no report. Well, there's these women, and I'm telling you, the females in this town are aggressive. Oh my God, a rape. 400 block of Ridge Road. Wait, or just a Ridge Road just did. Would like to report a rape occurred in 2005. Report taken. Whoa. That's weird. Huh. When I get Land Glide back, I'm going to have to see who's out there on Ridge Road. That's wild. I mean, kudos for getting the courage to finally do it, but my gosh, it's been a long time. I mean, I hope he, gets relief from it and gets some, justice, because that's horrible. I mean, to have to be, anyway. Stray animals, West Pullman Road, Appaloosa Horse Club. Okay, so now I believe, this was I heard this from Lana, that Scott Perky, when he moved from the King Roadhouse, he went out to Appaloosa Road. Like, there was an Appaloosa Road, and then he made that, like, in Appaloosa, like this app or something. It was Appaloosa something or other. I believe that's what it was. But anyway, I believe around this, whoever is involved in this, I don't know if it's, the ones that did the murders, or if they know of it or whatever. I do believe that whoever they're like, like their family or whatever, they have horses, and they have thoroughbred horses, and they deal in horses. So that's a main one, because that's also connected to Steiner Avenue, where Enon's vehicle was, and also a white vehicle that looked like a Elantra parked in the same parking lot. Right, when they were the only two cars in the parking lot, and it was at the man who owns those apartments, who's now passed, but it was there. So I think, like I said, on another one, I think that's his wife that's got dementia, that's kind of running around, and they keep finding her, in different places. So I think that's her, and I think that the girl is a caregiver for her, but she's also a tax person. She does apparently very well, very good at it too. I mean, she's got a heck of a list of people that, giving her kudos. Ugh. All right, so anyway, RP is en route to a shelter to drop off 2 dogs she found running at large out on the road there. Domestic dispute, 400 block of North Almon. RP states a man won't stop yelling and won't leave her alone. No weapons, nothing physical, no report. Okay, so, Almon is where Thomas Adams, who recently shot the place up, right? And he just pled guilty. Is it pleaded guilty or is it pled guilty? Because I was reading it, when they were writing it down, when I was reading it and doing that report the other day, it said pleaded guilty. And to me, it seems like it should be pled. But, so, I don't know. I have a hard time, anyway. So, he lives there. That's where he lives, right? So there was who did it? I think Watching the Watchers did this short little video, and it was a girl who used to live in Moscow. She was going to, I think she was going to school there. Anyway, she got it. Would look for apartments, needed an apartment, so she got this apartment, and she didn't know exactly how it worked in there, but she spoke like it was this place right here, because it's these big houses, and what they do is they have like studios or like a 1-bedroom apartment in there, and they have a bunch of them, in the rooms, they block them off, but then they have a shared bathroom and kitchen area and living room area, and they have a lot of them where I live too. So because there's a Evergreen, like there's where Enon went to college there for a while. I don't know anybody that's ever gotten kicked out of Evergreen State College. For him to be kicked out of there, that still makes me laugh, because it's just unbelievable. I mean, you even grade your own stuff at Evergreen. It is kickback hippie school, man. So for him to get kicked out, he had to, that was nuts. That's really crazy. Jeez. Yeah, you grade your own grades. You give yourself the grades that you think you deserve, and that's how that college works. And Enon got kicked out of it. Tell me how that works. Huh. So, what was I talking about? Oh my gosh. Thomas Adams. So the girl, she said when she got in there, everything was fine, but she hadn't met some of her neighbors, but she heard there was this one guy in there that she was kind of, she heard about him, but then she saw him and she kind of was staying away from him, because he was older, and she said all of them, the people that lived in there, were older males. And so one night, I guess she had to go to the bathroom, and she, went down the hall, and I guess the way she said, how she explained it is that you could go 2 ways, like it was kind of a round, like a circular, like, so like that maybe the bathroom was right in the middle, and you had a hallway on one side and a hallway on the other side. And anyway, she got there, and when she was after she was done, she walked out and she saw the guy, and I guess the guy just came running for her, and she just took off. She said it scared the daylights out of her. Anyway, she got to her her apartment, and shut the door and everything. And I don't remember what the last part of it, I don't remember how it ended, but anyway, I feel that it's this place. In fact, I've always felt that on Almon Road, Almon and Alder, right there, or Ashbury, Almon and Ashbury, that right there, there's something going on there. I feel that those houses that are there that have all the different bedrooms, that they are for maybe, a little bit, with people with a little bit of mental issue type stuff. And periodically there'll be a student or someone that gets in there that, that doesn't, maybe. But I keep meaning to do a freaking video on him. I've got to do that video. I found some really odd things about that man, and I think it's that same man. And I really don't know what to think about it, so I guess you guys will be my gallery to tell me what you think about it when I finally get it up there. But anyway, he is a little wackadoodle, and so this makes me think this is him. He won't stop yelling. You know, the guy downtown that's always screaming and yelling at him, you know, at himself and fighting with himself. It might be the same guy. I'd be interested to see, curious to hear. Well, I don't know. How would you hear something like that, like in the jail, unless you knew someone that was at the jail that maybe could tell you, like, say, if this guy was screaming at night or all through the day and doing that, you know, the same thing that this guy, they're calling about this guy doing. Be interesting to find out. Okay, blah, 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 blah. All right. Injured person, 300 block of South Cleveland. EMS, fire, and law responded for female who fell. One transported, no report. Well, that had to be a pretty gnarly fall. She had to be, yeah, I mean, okay, you guys remember, this is coming up on the, you know, so things are, I have a feeling a bunch of drug stuff's going to come up. There's going to be a lot of this kind of stuff. I just have a gut feeling. I mean, I've read some of it before. I read some of it previously, but I don't remember. Like when I read it back like this, it'll click in my head about it. And some things I do remember, but like things like this, I don't remember this one. Traffic violation, South Washington Street and East 3rd. Vehicle speeding. Reporting party thinks about 50 miles per hour in a 25. Officer responded, unable to locate. That's pretty fast, especially in 25. Theft other, South Main at Mayalini. Sounds like, I don't know, restaurant or something. Someone attempted to steal the wood splitter from behind Malini's Monday night. Report taken. All right, this freaks me out because someone just stole the chop saw, okay? And now they're doing a wood splitter, stealing a wood splitter. You guys, you know what wood splitters do. They're pretty gross. They can be really horrible. I had a friend who got his hand caught in one of those. Man, I'm telling you what. Whew. He was a client of mine. I cut hair, and it was one of my clients. Dude, man, weak. He wasn't very good for a long time. Took him forever to heal. Mentally, I don't think he ever really did. Traffic violation, Troy Road. Ooh, that just makes me sick in my stomach. Complaint of female speeding. So I wonder if that's that one car up here in Washington. Let's see, Troy Road, Washington 3rd. They'll be going that direction, I think. No report. Trespassing complaint, 100 block of East 4th. Complaint of a male in the building who should not be there. Officer responded, gone on arrival. Okay, theft other. West Pullman Road, Walmart, reporting a male tried to steal but was chased out by LP. Latah police, or anyway, or I don't know. Happened about 5 minutes ago. Nothing was actually stolen. Officers responded and a report was taken. Non-injury traffic accident. East 1st Street and North Jefferson Street. RP's daughter rear-ended someone at this intersection first. Reporting party's daughter rear-ended someone at this intersection first. Another party on the scene. Other party on scene. Report taken. Does that make sense to you guys? She rear-ended someone first, and then I was expecting to read that then someone else rear-ended her, but it doesn't really say that. Oh, great. Now we got an indecent exposure. Okay. Also remember, you guys, from last year, this is a guy I just keep harping on. I don't know why they even let this guy go, but Jason Olin. This reminds me of what Jason Olin's doing right here. He was pulling his pants down and doing this thing right in front of the sorority girls right there at Wazoo. And yeah, so when he turned himself in, they slapped an ankle bracelet on him and told him to get out of Pullman. So where do you think he went? Maybe Moscow? I don't know. Yeah. But he was like, literally, he had like 3 calls in one day and one of the reports over in Pullman. And the guy is from this area where I'm from, and he has got a crap load of, yeah, he's got a rap sheet. And his is for child molestations. Yeah. So, this is indecent exposure, but he's, I mean, it's only going to escalate. I mean, if he hasn't already, slapped a bracelet on him, told him to get the, I mean, my God. We don't got time for this. We got our own Pullman police. We got our own sorority girls to hunt down and mess with. God almighty. Complaint of indecent exposure. Male subject inside vehicle. Officer responded. Subject contacted. Report taken. But not arrested. How about that, you guys? Uh-oh. Unattended death. Okay. This is on the 27th of last year, you guys. 200 block of West 1st Street. Police, fire, EMS, and coroner responded. Report taken. So an unattended death means that no one was there at the time. That no one was around, like the person died and they maybe found them later. It doesn't usually say. So maybe I can go in and I'll see who died around that time last year. Non-injury traffic accident on Stadium Drive and Paradise Creek Street in Silver parking lot. Are they painted differently? Anyway, got an offender bender today. Report taken. A welfare check on 1000 block of South Main. A welfare check on a student who made suicidal statements. Officers made contact. No report. Suspicious person circumstance. Baker Street, Studio 1 Hotel. Complaint of suspicious male. Officers responded and arrested male for drugs. Report taken. Oof, it's starting to escalate pretty fast, isn't it? Animal noise complaint on White Avenue. 2 dogs barking for an hour and a half. No report. Theft of automobile. Are they stocking up on automobiles to do the dirty deed? 700 block of Elm Street. RP believes vehicle was stolen. Officers responded. No report. Civil calls. Rayburn Street. Menard Law. University of Idaho security requesting assistance with male who has been threatening. Officers responded. No report. Isn't that interesting? You know what's interesting about that is that on the 13th, after the murders, there was a report of a car parked at the law offices or law building or whatever it's called, law building at the university, and the door was open of the car, but there was nobody there, just a car there with the door open. Is this person possibly? Here's an idea, you guys. Who was studying to be a lawyer? Because lawyers would work with the criminology type scenario, right? They would have to take some criminology, right? Could this be how they got the DNA? Could this be a student at the U of I who is studying to be an attorney and has to take criminology and all that stuff first, but it was at U of I? And is that how there's a connect? Is that how this is? They got Brian's DNA? Because I don't know why this didn't click before, but it just, I don't know. It makes sense to me right now, for some reason. Guess what? We got another Mountain View Road. Right after that. It's South Mountain View. The other one was north, though. That's where, but I'm not sure what the difference, how far it is. If it's just like across the street or whatever. Complaint about a loud movie or music. Ongoing issue. Officer responded. Okay. So. Oh, wait. This is this year? Oh, no. This is last year. Okay. I was going to say, wait a minute. Because on the bottom, when they do this, they put, you can't just go through last year's stuff. You have to go back, find it in a different area, because now on here, it'll show just this year's, right? So I already did that. So this is a long one, 39 minutes. Okay. So what was I going to go look up? I was going to go look up, The Unattended Death, that's right. Okay, so that was last year on, what is it, the 27th, right? Okay. Okay, so the only one that I find that is around that area, but this person's actually on Walenta, and literally right by the Moyer's house, but was an older guy, and so I don't know. I can't find anything else on this. I mean, there's a couple other, but they were mostly elderly, so I didn't see any, youngins or anything like that. So anyway, maybe one of you guys can check that out. I don't know if there's a way to even look those things up. I'm most of the stuff I get, I just stumble on it, to tell you the truth. I mean, I do some serious digging sometimes, and I'll go from down this road, then some deep old rabbit hole, but then, I never know what I'm going to find down there, but I always find something. All right, guys, I got to get this up, start another one. All right, so this is the 27th of 2022 and 2023. And this is a pretty major day on here, looks like to me. Thanks. You can hit that like button if you would, please, and subscribe. And I appreciate all of you. I really do. I don't say it enough, but I really do. And I wish I could get to the comments more. I've been so trying to get to those. Man, it's so crazy. I'll get stuck in one, and then it'll take me to another area, and then I'll have to go back to this one and try to find which one I was doing on here. I mean, it's crazy. I feel like I posted like an octopus on the last one I did. That's how I feel sometimes. Like I've got 8 arms and they're all trying to do something else. Anyway, just know that I'm not ignoring anybody at all. I mean, if I could get to everybody, I would love that. But so thank you for talking amongst yourself and answering each other's questions. That's great. I love it when I see that. I mean, I just love it. I seriously just get all kind of warm and fuzzy inside. So thanks for the warm fuzzies. All right, well, I will see you on the flip side. Thank you and have a great evening.